Okay, so you just start the flash magic. Your hex file is downloaded into your development board. Okay, now you have to observe the output. Okay, so here you can observe that there are two LEDs connected to P0.10 and P0.11 port pins. Okay, so first is connected, that is in task 1 is to make this LED on and off, which is connected to port P0.10, and second task is used to blink your LED, which is connected to port pin P0.11. Okay, and according to the priorities of task 1 and task 2, your RTOS will execute these two tasks, okay, one by one continuously. Okay, so this is your the first experiment, that is multitasking of two tasks. Okay, here both the tasks are nothing but to blink your LEDs, okay, one by one. In the code you can observe that the code somewhat remains same for all the practicals. Okay, so first thing is to OS stack, that is declare the stack size for each task. So that is what done here. Okay, so task 1 and task 2 have require some stack memory for their operation. So you declare this stack memory for each task by using calling this function OS stack task 1 stack. Okay, so 1024 bytes of memory is assigned for each task as a stack memory. Then coming to the main program, in main program you have to first initialize your board support package. Okay, so that your board will understand the meaning of all the functions and pins. And second, you have to connect the LEDs are output devices, so you have to make the direction of your port pins as output port pins. So here P0.10 to P0.13 and P0.18 to P0.21 are set as output, okay, by using 3C 3C. Okay, then you have to make these pins as a 1, okay, by using IO set. Then you have to initialize MICOS to real-time kernel. Then you have to create the task. Okay, so here you call OS task create functions, and you have to supply the name of the task. Okay, so this is the null parameter. Then you have to declare the stack size required for stack 1. Okay, sorry, for task 1, and 6 is the priority. Similarly, you create the second task also by calling the same function OS task create. Give the name, that is application task 2, and declare the size of the stack memory for task 2 and also the priority. So here 7 indicates that the task 2 having a higher priority compared to the task 1, okay, which is a 6. And once you have created these two tasks, you start the multitasking. That means the whole control is given to the MICOS2. Okay, and MICOS2 will execute these two tasks infinitely by using this super loop file. Okay, then how to write a task that we have seen in the previous lecture also. So here this is called as a prototype of your function called as a void app underscore task 1. Okay, and this is the actual function. So this is how to write a task 1 void application underscore task 1. Here you have to first you clear the P0.10 pin by using IO0 CLR. Okay, so put this hexadecimal code into the IO CLR register, which will clear the that port pin. Then that port pin will be low for around 500 milliseconds, and then you have to make it on by putting the same code into the IO set register. So IO set register make that port pin high again for 500 milliseconds, and this process will repeat for an infinite time. Similarly, you have to write a second task, that is a application task 2. Okay, so you can copy the complete code and you have to just change, rather than it's a P0.10, you have to take this as a P0.11. okay, so first clear the P0.11 for again for this is 1 second is given rather than 500, it's for 1 seconds. Okay, and then I will set that particular port pin again for 1 seconds. Okay, so first task will make LED on and off for 500 milliseconds, while another task will make your LED on and off for 1 second. Okay, so these are the simple two tasks, and you have to manage these two tasks by using the RTOS. Okay, so this is what the output. So two LEDs will blink on and off, okay, one by one. One is for 500 milliseconds, another for 1 seconds. Okay, so it is also possible to change the blinking time of each task also. Okay, then I will close this project. I will try to take the another project. Other than LED, okay, LCD keyboard serial. Okay, I will take the second experiment of multitasking. Here you have three tasks. Okay, first task is to blink the LED. Second is to transmit the character, some character let n on your hyperterminal, and third task is to find out the pressed key and display it on the 16:2 LCD. Okay. So how to open it? Okay, so go to the folder, select this main.p51. It's a project 51. Okay, open it. So you will get this project. Okay, now click on the app.c file, which is your main file. Now in this particular code, you just observe there are three tasks. Okay, first task 1 2 3. So here we have declared the stack memory for all the three tasks. Okay, then we have initialized the board support package, and then initialize the RTOS also, and then we have to create the three tasks. So in last lecture we have discussed this particular code of multitasking of three tasks. Okay, so here create the task 1, then create the task 2, create the task 3, and assign the priority 6 7 8. So this means that the task 3 having the highest priority compared to task 1, task 1 having higher the priority compared to the task 1. Okay, so higher the number, higher the priority. Okay, so this is what the mechanism is used for the selection of the your task. Then you have to create the task. Okay, so next task is to create this task. Okay, so first task is to blink the LED. Okay, so we have discussed last time also, that is decide the IO direction, and at pin number 14 we have connected the LED. Okay, so make that LED clear. IO 0 CLR means clear that LED, keep it off for 500 milliseconds, and again turn it on by using IO set register after 500 milliseconds. Okay, so this task will repeat the or blink your LED for 500 milliseconds. Okay, so this forms your task 1. What is task 2? Task 2 is nothing but to print some character. Okay, to print some character on the hyperterminal. Which character? So here printf means n. So character n will be sent on the your hyperterminal. Okay, after every 600 milliseconds. Okay, so that is what the task 2. And task 3, here in task 3 you have to find out the pressed key. Okay, from the 4x4 keyboard matrix by using this function kbd read the keyboard. Okay, and now whatever the value we have got, that value is nothing but the hexadecimal value. So to convert that hexadecimal value into the ASCII, use this statement that is called as a sprintf. Okay, so this is a direct C command which will convert your hexadecimal into the ASCII number. Okay, because your LCD will display only the ASCII numbers, and display that key on the row number 2 of the LCD. Okay, so that's why we have to call this function display row 2. Okay, and this is done for every 500 milliseconds. So these are the three tasks. Okay, so once you have written the program, then you have to compile the program. So go to the compile menu. Okay, build it. Okay, so if it is build it properly, then it will show here, that is the lpc2148.hex file is created. Otherwise it will show some kind of errors. Okay, now next task, once the hex file is created, go to the FlashMagick. Okay, so this is the FlashMagick software. Okay, do all the settings here. Okay, so try to remember the previous settings. Only the change is here in the step number 3, where you have to select the different hex file. Okay, so click on the browse option, then go to your folder. Now folder is multitasking. Okay, LCD LCD keyboard serial, okay, LED. Then go to the build binary and select the hex file. Okay, now make your setup ready for the execution. Okay, and then start the flash magic. Okay, so here I will start the flash magic. uh, all erasing the block 1 2 3. So erasing is performed, then programming is done, and the code is written on in all these locations. Okay, and lastly it will show the downloading is finished. Okay, so it takes more time if you observe carefully, since we are writing more task 1 2 3, so the total code size also get increased. Okay, so that's why it requires more time for the programming or downloading into the your LPC 2148 memory. In the previous example we require very less time. Okay, so that you have to observe. Okay, so in okay, so programming is finished. Okay, and your board is ready to show the output. Okay, so what is your first output? So this is finished. We go to the board. Okay, now on the board our first task is to blink your LED on and off. So you observe here at this point, so this LED will be blinking on and off after every 500 milliseconds. Now on the 16 by 2 LCD, that is our task 3. So if you observe on this row 1 we have the keypad test, and on row 2 we have the press any key. So if I press any key from this keypad, so that will be displayed on your LCD. Okay, so if I press this one, now the keypad test, the key code is 0. That means this is a 0 key number 0 I have pressed. Then if I press 1 I will get 1. If I press 2, then 3 4 5. Okay, maybe it is 2. Okay, okay, I think up to 3 that is showing, I don't know. Okay, 8, then 9. Okay, A, B, C, D, E and F. So all 16 keys can be detected and displayed on the 16 by 2. So this is your task 2. Blinking the LED is task 1. Now we have to go for the task 2. Okay, so for task 2 you have to go to the start, all programs, then you have to find out the communication. Where is the communication? Okay, go to the accessories, then you have communication. Okay, I say okay, command prompt, connect to getting started, notepad, paint. I have to find the communication, Windows 7. Okay, no problem. Now rather than this, SPJ having one facility of SPJ terminal directly. Okay, so I just find out. Okay, so here just go to this tools menu of your software. Okay, and open this SPJ terminal. Okay, so this is equivalent to your hyper terminal. Now if I press this button, which is nothing but the port open. Okay, there should be some. Okay, before that we have to do some setting. Okay, I'll stop this port setting. Now go to the setting. Okay, so it is the baud rate 19200. Okay, data bits 8, stop bit is 1, echo parity. Now COM port you have to select properly because we have connected to COM 1, that's why the output is not visible on the hyperterminal. So select COM 1 here. Okay, and then make it okay. Now if I turn on this, so I will get the character N on my hyperterminal. Okay, are you getting? Let's see. So we are getting the output as a N. Okay. Is it visible? I don't know why this is not visible. Okay, so you are getting continuous printing of N character. Okay, so it's okay, so it's showing the character n. You can see it properly. I don't know, it's getting blurred. Okay, so you're getting the output n. So n is printed over here continuously. That is your task 2. So task 1 is to blink your LED. Task